What's good, y'all? It's that guy. We gonna walk to this corner store. We gonna do another installment of the corner store cooking, you feel me? Yeah, that's what the vibes is. Hey, yo, if you in New York City, make sure bring your bag, cause they charging extra. Let's go.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, so we just got what we had to get up out of here. You feel me? So stick around, stay tuned, man. It's corner store cooking with your boy, Poppy Screw. You know the fucking vibes. YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Screw's Kitchen. This is Corner Store Cooking Volume 2. So as we kick this off, the first thing you want to do in a step-by-step process, you want to drain that spinach, right? You're not using none of the liquid, so just put it in a sieve for later. And now here we have a 6-pack of beef sausage. Right? All we gotta do with these is just cube them up. You can take the skin off if you choose. If not, then that's fine as well. And it should look something like this. So to an already hot pan, you add some olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom. And we're gonna dump our beef sausages in here, right? So it should be hot enough to when you drop them in the pan, you see on impact how that thing is moving already. You know what I mean? So that's how you know you're on a good path. We'll crisp these up, drain some of the fat out, or render some of the fat, I should say, and we're moving on. And now we move on to our rice. This is parboiled rice, and if you've been watching my content for a while, then you realize that this is the rice that I use to cook with more often than not. It just has a way better taste than a lot of other rices, so, this is what I use particularly. You gotta make sure you get that rice a bath as well. You can't just go straight from the bag to the pot. You're nasty. Now here we have 1 large onion and 1 bulb of garlic. Now we're not gonna use the whole entire bulb of garlic. That's up to you if you choose, but I went with 4 to 5 cloves, right? And thinly sliced 1 onion. Now as we come back, check on our sausage. As you can see, that fat is rendered out quite nicely. Change the color, that's that paprika coming out. And if you look, you can see these have been charred up, crisped up a little bit. And now we remove that from the pot. Now to that oil, we add our onion and our garlic. Very simple, nothing crazy, nothing major. And what we're gonna do with these is cook them down until the onions are soft. Not caramelizing anything, just cooking it down to a softer texture. Now as we come back to this garlic and onion, we can see that that's softened up nicely. It also imparts some more flavor to the actual oil, right? Like I always say, man, we building flavors over here, compounding them one by one. So when they've got to the texture that you desire, just make sure you take those and put those to the side as well. Now that we fully removed all of our onions, now we toasting our rice. Now this rice is a very good rice for cooking, man. I love it. You know what I mean? I've been eating it since I was a kid, so it's like the biggest sponge of all. So toss this in here with the oil, let that soak up that flavor, right? Then shortly thereafter, we add in 1 bouillon. you feel me, 1 cube, break that up. And to this, we just gonna add 2 cups of water because we're not cooking it, we just basically steaming it. So we kind of partially cooking it, you know what I mean? And to this, we add, I say 4 bay leaves, but I really be cooking around here, so didn't realize all I had left was pieces. But I make it work though, you feel me? 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So my recommendation, going with about 4 large bay leaves, cover that thing and let it steam. So about 15 minutes later, come back to our rice, see how that's about halfway cooked or so, you know, and just make sure that you take out all the bay leaves because we are gonna add the spinach and nobody wants to bite into a bay leaf, you feel me? So make sure you get those out of there. So here I come with my 13 by 9 ceramic baking dish. You can find these on Amazon if you want one in particular. If not, then you can just use a glass baking dish. And we're baking this in the oven because the convection heat is much more of a better process for this particular recipe than it would be on the stovetop, for those that may be wondering. Now here comes our spinach, and you see all that water that we took out of there? That's garbage, right? Just pour that right down the sink. We mix this in. If the spoon is not enough for you, then we pop out like Wolverine, you feel me? But yeah, get this all incorporated all throughout the rice or to your liking, you feel me? And then we come in with the rest of the sausages and the onions from earlier. Make sure you get all that oil, all that flavor out of there, man. Now we come in with our 2 cans of coconut milk, right? This adds a certain richness to the rice that like butter or anything else won't be able to provide. So if you try this recipe, and I hope you do, make sure you tell me what you think about it in the comments. Now to this, we add about a teaspoon of red crushed pepper flakes. Then we're gonna come in with some oregano, about a tablespoon. We get us a toss and a mix in this thing, man. Make sure it's all incorporated thoroughly. Pop this in a preheated 375-degree oven, and that's pretty much it, beloved. If you have any requests from the corner store that you want to see me make, please make sure you drop it in the comments or pull up to my social media and my DMs. Let me know, man. I'll see how I make it work for you. And here's the end result. Thank y'all for tapping in with me again. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. So till next time, beloved, bless.